the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears on Thursday night.
About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more to come tonight in Chicago as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off the play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one close quickly and helped force the incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields out to his left. But for left side, taken in by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. arm into the chest. And there he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time has expired on the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down and 3. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Play fake, now Fields to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Henry up the middle. And he's got some space here. A little track, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They got their share of struggles in key moments.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again is Fields. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, Mooney, what a catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at half. Coaching staffs, plenty of decisions to be made for the second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end.
A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 14 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now, their chances here in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball down.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position. confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. First down carry for Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Soldier Field. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry, 28 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again to go about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I... So, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Flushed out right. And it'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32. And obviously well short of the first down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here. You don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run it again with Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This no gimme in the snow. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. There, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.